And I guess Claire Danes is the one who figures out that like it wasn't a bad guy or something like that.
Oh.
They eventually, I think what they wanted it to say was it was mechanical failure.
Oh, blaming
so,
it on the mechanics.
Yeah,
dude,
so
yeah.
she essentially stopped us from going in to like kill terrorists or something. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I didn't really know anything about it other than we were there and it was painful. So freaking extras were trying to touch the helicopter and I was like swatting their hands the whole time.
That's awesome.
You didn't know about this story, right?
No, I didn't.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they get paid. Extras get like $50 or $100 a day to be on set.
Nice.
So we had just flown in. We were setting the helicopter up, and they just wanted it in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And since we had flown in that day, we were doing our post-flight, and we still do the logbooks and all the other stuff.
Right.
So they're like, hey, just they pulled it into the big hangar. And this was at Point Magoo in San Diego, or not
Okay.
San Diego. I'm sorry. Point Magoo Naval Air Station over there by LA.
Okay.
And
Magoo.
yeah, it's really cool. It's like right on the ocean. So we pulled it in and we're doing the post-flight and the extras want to be in the background. They're trying to get their face in the screen and they were all they were wearing full outfits and
Really?
everything. Yeah.
BDU'd up.
Yep. Because in fact, when we got there, they made us take our patches off and put fake ones on there because there's a thing where they're not allowed to be 100% correct on the uniforms.
Right.
They have to mess them up a little bit.
Can't you get in trouble for that?
No, because we were authorized to be there by
Okay.
like this when they had us go there. This was authorized. They went all the way up to the Pentagon and back
Okay.
down.
Okay,
So like
gotcha.
they paid for it. Like none of this was free. It wasn't a recruiting thing.
Right.
So they paid like $1 million a day
Dang.
for us to be there.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
How much
Yeah.
money are you making on that show?
I'm not making anything. I was just paid my salary.
The show in general to
Yeah.
be paying that much.
I don't know. I mean, so they bought a whole helicopter and dropped it for the TV show. So it
What?
kind of yes. So what they did is they went to Fort Rucker where all the
Right.
the old helicopters are.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Fort Rucker. They got it on GSA, which you can buy old government auction sites.
I know GSA.
And they bought a Black Hawk and just like lifted up with the crane and dropped it so it pancakes. So then they had like a crashed airframe for their TV show.
They pick it up with a Black Hawk?
No, they picked it up with a crane and just dropped it. So
Well, that'd be great if it was 100% like weight, your
Yeah.
sling load.
What rolls downstairs, a motor in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog? What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's long, long, long. It's long, long. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's long, long. It's better than that, it's good. Everyone wants a long. You're gonna love it long. Come on and get your long. Everyone needs a long.
Log from Blammo.
Blammo! And we're back with the worst podcast with my co-host Al Dowling and my co-host, exonerated, or I don't know, exonerated, but
Whatever you want it to be.
now indoctrinated Bruce Schwartz
Yeah.
in the house, and my guest, TJ Grossi
Thank you for having me.
with Schumann Consulting.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
TJ was very kind enough to bring us some swag. Yes,
I didn't know there was going to be 3,
this is good.
but
No,
you guys can fight over it.
we can fight. I like it. I got it on camera.
fight
Schumann
to the
Consulting.
death. It has to be to the
Commercial development, MB, Texas.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about that. You and I crossed paths on a project called Camp Femfo.
Yes, sir.
And that is where I met your compadre, the Matthew Schumann, who's not here today. We'll
Nope.
talk about that. But, let's talk about what you do exactly. Can you explain?
Schumann Consulting. We are a commercial development consultant. We work with owners and developers to help them through the construction process, right? So you bring us on as early as concept, saying, hey, I own this piece of land, what can I do with it? And we'll work through the city entitlements. We'll work with county commissioners to know what you can and can't do on that property. We then take that concept and then work to find the right design team, right? Making sure you have the right architects, civil engineer on board for the design of that project. And then once we have the actual design, we help the owner manage their budget figure out a good cost estimate for that design, and eventually solicit a general contractor. Once you have that right general contractor on board, then it's just the construction process, helping that owner manage the general contractor. The majority of owners and developers made their money not in construction, and so our background is construction, and so we kind of help be their personal liaison through the construction process.
I love it. I'm going to pause for a second. Can you double check, make sure it's recording? I would hate to do all that. I can break this, cut it, and then come back in a second. I'd be really ticked at myself. Does it look like, no, look in the screen. Nope, right here.
Yeah, the red light's on.
Is it on? You can see it?
You can't see that red light?
You know what, dude? I just get nervous, okay?
Oh.
I had before you got here, I had to run to Office Depot because I ran out of memory. I had to
Oh,
buy another
no.
card. And cut. So we came in contact because I was working with the landscape architect, Coral Studio, with Caleb and Caleb Etheridge. And we had worked on a design for Camp Femfo, a playground. Really cool. Had some zip lines and such, and that's where I came into contact with y'all. And then you fast forward, I guess it was a year or two later, we got a bid request for Comel Crisis Center, which we had also worked with. It was a different landscape firm. I think it was MP Studio, if memory serves me correct.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And then I saw you post something on LinkedIn. I was like, you know what? I need to reach out to that guy. This was a week ago. And I said, hey, what is it? Are y'all the general contractor? And then you just explained it to me on the phone. I was like, dude, you got to come on here because I don't really understand.
We get that question a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people will ask. So I don't understand what consulting for commercial development is.
I mean, it's a perfect liaison and it's a perfect situation. You and I talked about that. I mean, maybe you can kind of speak to, a little bit more to that. I mean, you have the owner, you have the general contractor, and you have yourself. That's kind of the in-between that says, look, here's your options. And, here's what this one costs, that one costs. And, we know this company, we know that company, or kind of like that, right? I mean,
yeah. So there's going to be a lot of different aspects of it. So from a construction side of things, we are going to be the one who is going to be going through the general contractor's invoicing.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to invoice an owner and say, I'm 33% complete, pay me X.
Yep.
And what Schumann Consulting does is verifies. We're a risk manager for the owner. And so we're going to be the ones who gets that invoice and meets with the general contractor on site and verifies, hey, you guys are billing 30% on this. We think you're only 20%.
Yep.
Why are you doing that? And a lot of times there's a lot of reasonable explanations. Hey, we purchased materials, or we needed, a deposit so we can get something fabricated. And, it's a checks and balances system. And so for us, we're there managing the owner's risk, which is their money.
yeah.
It's a big investment, especially you said the Crisis Center, a nonprofit.
Yep.
Man, they're better at serving the people in the community than they are at managing a construction project. So having a risk manager, a construction manager like Schumann Consulting is extremely valuable on a project like that.
A good example, going back to Camp Femfo, we had two phases to that project. We had the playground component, and then afterward, down the road, they added some sport court equipment, like some basketball goals, a doggy park, and some pickleball netting. Our company, Lee Park and Play, was assigned to that. And then, of course, towards the end of the build, Matt calls me up, says, hey, you got to come look at this with me. Let's do a walkthrough. I was like, man, I hope everything's right. I don't walk my sites enough. I get up there and everything looked good except for the netting, the pickleball netting, and we didn't have. They had some concrete leave outs for you guys. That's where they have leave outs where there's not concrete, square, enough to where we can put our posts. And there might have been some communication barrier between us and the concrete person, but the long and short of it was that we had some sag in the net. And we had two options, was either to rip the post out, cut the concrete, reinstall the post, or order a custom net to where it was a little shorter, nice and taut, wasn't saggy. And then Matt was like, all right, yeah, that's what you need to do. And you can bill for this much, but we're going to hold back, this much until it's done. It's the accountability. It's like, I want to get paid. And so that's kind of how that works. Is like here's what we're gonna do.
So in your situation at Camp Finfo is a little unique, and which is why sometimes we get kind of labeled as a general contractor, right?
Yeah.
Because we were managing you directly
Yep.
as a subcontractor.
That's true.
But it was because there are certain items in a project that can sometimes save costs to the owner.
Yep.
As opposed to having a general contractor manage everyone. So horizontal infrastructure, specialty items like playground,
Yep.
equipment and stuff like that, that could be an owner direct contract, which is what Lee Park and Play had over there, was an owner direct contract, as opposed to when you bid on that project for the crisis center.
Yep.
That was a general contractor who solicited you, and that wasn't us.
True.
And so we would then, in that sense, we would be managing, you know, if someone was awarded the job and you were, you know, the subcontractor to them, we wouldn't be managing you. We'd be managing that general contractor and asking them, why is this net saggy? No one wants a saggy net. So
Yeah. So the
Word.
GC would manage me.
that's right.
So thanks for painting the better picture there. Well, let's talk about TJ.
All right.
Let's talk about where you came from and how you got to be where you're at now.
All right. So I originally born and raised in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. I got here through a long circumstance. We'll put it that way. Thought I was going to join the military when I got out of high school. I didn't get in. We'll just leave it at that. And ended up going the path my father did, which was he was a carpenter. And it was great. I worked with him when I was young. I knew what I was doing, got into a union in Chicago just because that's what you do in that area. And thought that's what I would always do. Had a little company of my own as well, so worked for a union and had my own company until about 2006. Housing market crashes and not much residential building going on. So I got into commercial construction, eventually into industrial construction. I worked for floor contractors. Floor's second largest general contractor procurement company in the world. Worked at a refinery, BP refinery in Whiting, Indiana. Thought, man, this is great. Got into construction management right away. Had a good career going for me, except for they're a project-based company. And so when that project was over, I was going to have to move. The next project was in Texas City. BP refinery in Texas City. So I told my wife, we had 4 kids at the time. I said, you ready to move? She's homeschooling all our kids, so it worked out all right. We're like, you know, we can transition. This could be good for us. I had family in the South, so I always wanted to live in the South. I got family all over Florida, Mississippi, and then North Texas up in Dallas area. And so I always vacationed down here. And I had been trying to get my wife to move down here probably since 99, 2000.
Oh, wow.
We got together in 98. And so I knew that, hey, that's where I want to be. She did not want to be here. She had never been to Texas. But you know, I said, well, this is where our job's going to take us. Well, unbeknownst to any of us, I was approached by the mayor of my city that I lived in and said, hey, TJ, you do a lot of volunteer work with our park district and things like that. Said, hey, I'd like you to be my building official. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't really like building officials. I don't like inspectors. I was a contractor. My dad was a contractor. Like, it makes sense. And he goes, no, I want you to be my building official because I want you to change the culture of the building department, the perception of them, right? I said, all right, as long as you're on board, I'm going to support that. So I served him and that community well for about 5 years. New mayor came in and...
This is in Texas City?
No, this is still in Chicago.
Oh, still in Chicago.
I never made the change down here. And
Gotcha.
so I thought my job was on the line. With new mayor coming in, and so I started sending my resume all over in Texas because we were planning on coming. I told my wife if we move, now's the time to do it. Our son's only 12 years old. He's not quite in high school yet. Like, if we move, I want to do it now. She agreed to it. You know, we had been married at that point 16 years or so and thought, all right, we're going to make this move together. It's going to be great. And nobody called me back.
Wow.
And like 3 months goes by and 4 months goes by and the new mayor comes in, gets elected, and I'm like, all right, I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm going to go into their office and say, hey, I'm going to serve you well the same way I serve the other mayor. And it was the following week I got 2 callbacks from, 5 months ago, and it was Hutto and it was the city of New Braunfels.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And so I interviewed with both of them that week via Zoom. And the following week, both of them reached back out and said, would you be willing to fly down here? And so as I said, I lined it up so I can do 2 interviews back to back, a Thursday, Friday. Stayed with a friend of mine in Austin and toured around both towns and, got 2 job offers.
What year was this?
This was 2017.
Was it 2017? Okay.
Yeah. And so I got 2 job offers and gave them both to my wife. Said, I'm going to move you to Texas, away from your family. Where do you want to live? And she started researching both towns. She said, hands down, I want to be in New Braunfels. I said, good, I'm glad you said that. I said, I've been to Hutto.
Yeah.
Nothing but hippos there. No offense to anybody.
No
All
offense
the
to anyone in
hippos.
Hutto.
Yeah, but so I ended up in Texas through working for city government.
Yilda moved from Chicago.
Yes, she was from Texas though.
Yeah.
And then they went to Chicago, and she worked at CMAP.
Yeah.
And so we had a handful of acquaintances.
I was going to say, you must have.
Yes, and so when I first got down here and I ran into her, and it was weird. It was just a weird situation that ended up good friendship. She's a great person. I'm glad to hear where she ended up.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Yeah, at half.
Yeah.
She was the parks manager for City of New Braunfels for like the past, 4 or 5 years?
Probably 5 years. Yeah.
I mean, a good while.
Yep. Yeah, she served there with Stacy Dickey and worked through a lot of the planning side of the Parks Department.
Yeah, I'm happy for Ad. That's a small world, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
We're all connected, but
Yeah.
more so.
And then about 2 years into working for the city of New Braunfels, I was like, man, I just got, I think it's time.
Yeah.
I've served, good 5.5, 6 years city government, and thought, all right, I'm gonna go back to the private sector. It's a booming town. There's a lot going on. Got introduced to Matt Schumann through Woolsey Construction.
Yep.
So that's kind of where our relationship began.
Yep.
Woolsey Construction was great. I worked with them for a period of time, which really helped me transition out of the public sector into the private sector.
Yeah.
And then me and Matt linked up shortly after that, and
Teamed up.
we've been doing what we're doing now for a little while.
Yeah, I guess a couple years now.
Yeah.
So Woolsey, we still actually have storage over there on Walnut, which now it's got a lot of containers on there.
Yes.
That we actually have one playground equipment and some other stuff. But the cool part is that I saw that sign, and then I got involved with Camp Fempo, and I started like, hey, how does this work? Can we, and now you've painted a better picture from going from one to the other, and I mean, of course, we're at now. So,
Yes, sir.
man, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So you happy?
I love it. Oh, yeah, I love it. My family loves it.
That's good.
My wife does every once in a while. She'll say, man, I wish I moved here sooner. I said, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Hey, sometimes you don't have to be right, but that's what I've learned in marriage.
You got in here before COVID, so that's a win.
Yes, it was.
Because if you bought before COVID,
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
sure you're doing pretty good.
How was Texas City?
I never made it to Texas
Oh,
City.
you never made it there.
No,
Okay.
I ended up making the transition into the public sector
Okay, all right. I heard that part.
right
yeah.
prior to
Gotcha.
that move.
But there was an opportunity there, and it just didn't come to fruition, I guess.
Well, it would have if my wife at that time was ready to move, and it wasn't the transition yet.
Yep.
And she said, she would say it. She'll still say it now, even though she says she wished she got here sooner. She wouldn't have felt as comfortable moving for construction.
Yeah.
But the dependability of a government job, she felt comfortable with, right? So going from a city position to another city position, it seemed a lot more stable to her than construction, because we lived through the 2006 recession. We're a one-income family. She's a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah.
homeschools our kids.
Yeah.
And so, that whole aspect of trying to figure out life and, all right, when's the right time to make the move? That was the right time.
Sounds like it worked out just fine.
I think so.
Well, all right. What's the next big thing for you, boss? Like outside of Schumann Consulting, you know, you got your buddy Matt. He's going to New Mexico to go elk hunting or what was it?
Going antelope hunting.
Antelope hunting.
Speed goat hunting.
Yeah, he leaves tomorrow, mañana.
Tomorrow morning, so he's at home packing up right now, making sure he's got all his gear and doesn't forget the one thing that's gonna, that he's gonna need to make sure he harvests that antelope.
So when he's not around, he kind of relies on you and vice versa. Is that how that works?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like it. And then what does TJ do for fun?
What does TJ do for fun?
I mean, to get
we
away
live
from
up on the lake. So
Okay.
we live in Canyon Lake. We're right on the south side of the lake, right at Boat Ramp 2.
Oh.
So for us, we'll go down, we'll fish, we like to swim, do a lot of family stuff together. We do kayak, and
Sweet.
my wife likes to paddleboard. But
My wife too.
I'm a big fan of water. So if you can get me in some water,
You're golden.
I'm in a happy place.
Is there still some left in Canyon Lake right now?
There's plenty. We're 17 feet down, but I think that thing goes about another 135
Oh yeah,
feet.
Oh, yeah.
it does.
So I know that it's interesting to see
Mm-hmm.
because even 4 years ago it was almost 8 feet high from what it normally is, and they shut down boat ramps then because the water was too high and it wasn't safe. So now here we are. It's 17 feet low. It's kind of a big swing, but
You got a boat?
it'll ebb and flow. No, I know. I wish I did.
I always want a friend with a boat. I want you to be that friend.
You got a friend, I heard you got a friend with a pool.
He's got a pool, yes.
Yeah, so at least have some
the
water.
2 best
got
days
water.
for a boat owner, right?
The day you buy it and the day you
They
sell it. And what's the other one? It's buy an. Wow, there's the acronym for it.
Oh, bust out another 1,000.
That's what it
Another
is.
1,000. Oh yeah.
It's like, so if somebody wanted to have a custom, not a custom made house, but bought some property and wanted a house built,
Yeah.
but you guys only do commercial right now, right?
Yeah, so we got a handful of clients
Yep.
ranging from nonprofits to
Okay.
private hoteliers to restaurant owners to artists. We're currently, from a project side of things, we are working with the Faust Hotel.
Yep, it's off.
And now it's off.
Oh, you're doing
no.
these guys' hotel? Or the
Yeah, talk about
Yeah.
that. Shit, my camera went off for some reason. This is why we're still figuring
heat?
shit out.
It's the heat.
It's the heat.
Keep talking.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I want to doubt it, but
Wait, what about the Faust? I missed that. Sorry.
he said he's doing they're working with the
So there's
Faust
a
hotel.
new owner.
Oh, okay.
The new owner of the hotel over there is renovating the restaurant, bar, kitchen area, and working through. We help them assemble the design team, do what we do, and now we're hoping to get a permit here shortly so that we can get that under construction. They started demoing that out, which is why that's
cool.
been closed for some time now, and then eventually it'll be the entire hotel, all the rooms as well.
Dang.
Make them a little bit more marketable. They're pretty. If you've ever been in those rooms, they're pretty
Yeah.
tiny.
They were they kept them from what I heard, they kept them very original looking.
Yes.
So they're very tiny rooms.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It'll still be haunted though, right? That's what they say.
I don't know. I think that's part of the existing conditions that we're supposed to work through.
Y'all getting a priest in there too?
Yeah, I think we'll do what we can as a part of the demo process. Yeah.
There's an airport out in Seguin. The guy was selling it for just an old grass strip for like, I don't know, maybe $2 million or something. I'd always wanted to go get a loan out, buy it, but then turn it into like a fly-in living place where
Oh, sure.
you kind of parcel out some of the lots and
Yeah.
then people can come build a house. I
What-
don't know if that'd be considered commercial though or residential.
So in that, it would kind of be quasi, right?
Yeah.
So we would
Mixed.
help you on the development side,
Right.
help you parcel up the lots, help you get through the permitting, the design side.
Okay.
And then we would help you find, the right builder for you.
Okay.
And then we wouldn't get involved in like the individual home builds, but that's a development that we would be involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a couple of those where I'm at Huber.
Yeah.
And they're half hangar, half living space.
Yeah.
But there's special permits you have to get because you're putting a living space in a hangar. It's
Right.
kind of like, your garage where you have to have you can't paint the walls kind of thing or special whatever.
They're just
So it's very similar to that.
these fly-in places are not. I guess air parks are becoming hard to find right now. And if they do come up on for sale, usually the house is like I just saw one on Facebook the other day, 1,600 square feet with the 3,000 square foot hangar attached to the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
But they want $1.3 million for it. And they're like, man, that's a lot of money.
You'd be better off buying an empty lot, I suppose, and building a smaller hangar. But yeah, there's that one, the one you're talking about, I think. Is it like slightly north of like St. Hedwig area, or
I don't know exactly where it's at. Whoever owns it has posted for sale signs on like every like FBO in the area. Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
yeah.
There is one on just off of 281, I believe.
Okay.
Out in I think it's Spring Branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is an air park in Spring Branch.
Yep.
That's it's another hard to get into. They don't come open that often.
Yep.
So I was like, man, if you're gonna do it, just build your own. Just make a new one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The problem is that it's a grass strip, so you would need to make it into an actual runway at this point, which that's the cost, right?
That
Like,
is, yeah.
yeah.
Clearing all the trees. And
Getting concrete that is rated for the weight of. It's not just like cars, right? So
Yeah.
it's gotta be rated for an airplane to land and take off. And,
yeah.
and so it takes a beating. The concrete takes a big beating.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say it's special. It just, I don't know.
It's got to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen. 5 years from now, you're going to end up moving to Oregon or something.
I would like to somewhere a little bit cooler than this place. Yeah.
Have you ever just talk about grass strips? We always go to airplanes and helicopters and stuff, and we kind of stay on there for a bit, but
Right.
it happens. Have you ever heard of Wreck Claw?
No.
Oh my gosh!
What is
this?
this?
I don't know if I should talk about it now or later, but it's a fly-in,
Okay.
but it's like the redneck fly-in,
Okay.
and it is incredible. I think they average one accident a year, but that's not why it's incredible. It's a huge lot of property. Everybody brings their RVs, and there's like tons of RVs everywhere, and everybody flies their planes in, and it's a grass strip. But these
Right.
guys are bringing in Pilatuses in there, and like they do P-51 flybys, mostly like Cubs and a couple helicopters.
And that's in here? It's in Texas?
It's in Texas, yeah.
Wow.
It's in Walker County, and
Okay.
so Wreck Law is Walker backwards, and it's a little area of it. It's this guy's private property, but apparently he's getting up there in the years, and if he passes away, they're not really sure if his family's going to keep on the tradition. But it is something. It's like eerie, almost like you're having a fun time. You just crack open a beer and pull out a lawn chair, and they will fly. I'm talking.
I'm sure the FAA loves that.
Yeah.
People drinking around airplanes. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
The FAA doesn't come near it.
Yeah.
It's like they. I mean, these guys will fly like 2 feet off the ground. I'm not even kidding, man. I got pictures of it. It's incredible. But it's a really fun time. It's in October, and the weather is nice then. But
Yeah.
we were sleeping, just trying to sleep in a little late, and we heard a plane came on, got off the runway.
Yeah.
He looped around. I think it was a Baron 58, and he buzzed us so low.
Yeah.
It woke everybody up over there. But it was a really fun time. But oh man, definitely check it out. At least check out videos of it. It's amazing.
There's another one, Ranger. It's like the Ranger fly-in. I don't remember what part of Texas. but
Okay.
It's another one, and I think it's usually towards the end of October.
Gotcha.
It's just, I don't know if it's like that, but it's mostly just camping in the
Okay.
back, I guess as backcountry as you can get in
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
So.
This is similar.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, we're thinking about going, but I have to coordinate it with Worst Fest.
Yeah.
It falls really close. So.
So you guys take over the conversation when it comes to airplanes and helicopters and aviation.
It's on accident. It's just
Yeah.
we just have a conversation going.
John
on
usually
over
does
again.
the interview part that he puts on LinkedIn, and then we just kind of BS for a while. Yeah.
We're on conspiracies right now.
Yeah, that's right. We were gonna do conspiracies today. Where's
Matt has a good one, man.
Yeah. What's the conspiracy?
His is Oprah started the fires in Hawaii.
Yeah, high energy or direct energy laser. I
Mhm.
saw that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Laser beams, man, from space.
If we could shoot laser beams from space, we'd be doing other things other than just burning Maui.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking Oprah up there. She's like, "You get a fire, you get a
Yeah.
fire, just starting them all over the place
It
where
is-
her house is."
It's not hard to connect those dots though when, all their houses weren't touched, right? I don't think they went out of their way to cause fires, but when those houses didn't get touched,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to look past that.
Well, Matt has something better to explain about Oprah's tactics on this.
Yeah.
It's with the walls and. Huh? Yo, hold on. Is he on?
Hello.
There you go. You're good.
Nice.
He needs a.
All right, explain that paint, bro.
Or a headphone.
Oh yeah, there's a laser repellent paint that
Yeah?
Oprah's house has on the roof.
Is it just a metal roof that she has? Is that why?
There's a certain shade of blue that reflects space lasers.
Really? Space lasers.
Yeah, I saw a video on it. It was very scientific.
Yeah.
He said he's got a laser, this scientific method here that he had. He's got a laser and he's running it through paint. And then as soon as it touches that Oprah blue paint, it stops.
Stops burning, yeah.
Stops burning and then keeps running. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. It would be hard to it'd be hard to shoot a laser from space. I think without the atmosphere really degrading it that much.
Not if you've got a strong enough laser out.
Yeah.
So, can you do the cap thingy? This guy's really good with this. And then pass it around. First, decipher it first
All right,
while we're
so then
talking, and then
it's gonna
pass it
be-
around. How do you know if you get it right, by the way?
They have an app.
Oh, you have an app? So you can see if you get it right. You ever done this? The Lone Star cap? I didn't know about it until he
I'm a
showed me.
blue guy, so if I'm drinking Lone Star, it's going to be a blue, not a red.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I also drink out of cans more than bottles.
It's only the bottle then.
Yeah.
Has the
So I
thingy.
don't, it's got like a little code of some sort inside.
You'll see. I didn't know about this. Well,
Yeah, I'm not tracking either.
Okay.
I wanted
Is it
to.
an Oprah thing?
No. I think I got it.
Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates, doesn't he own some land out there?
Bill Gates. Didn't
There's
he?
a lot of
I
stuff.
thought Bill Gates died from ligma.
Another conspiracy theory. So,
Gates.
hey, look, there's that's your girlfriend. What's her name?
McKenna.
McKenna is in the house. Hi, McKenna. Got Matt on here. Look, say something, Matt.
Hello.
Hello. Tell her you love her.
Matt, is
I
this
love you.
is this your first podcast?
I think so.
Is it your
Nice,
first?
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
You're
But
gonna
not
be
the last.
famous.
I'll get us all canceled really quick if you let me.
No, no,
Better
no.
get a picture.
I want to hear about these lasers though, and these.
Yeah, tell us about these freaking lasers.
Freaking laser beams under.
Yeah, so
your-
F9 from Elon, he took
Yeah.
this laser satellite up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on a frequency that goes straight through the atmosphere, dude. But it can't go through blue paint. So
No blue paint.
Can you
Just
go
the
through those
blue
blue
paint.
cards there? You think?
Huh?
Can you go through those blue cards?
It's stupid.
Oh.
So the problem
I
I'm
don't-
going to have is if I am using that laser, I'm colorblind. And so
Are you really?
I'm really going to mess a lot of things up if I get involved.
Damn it! He went through the green paint.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Can't get
Okay,
it?
It's a tough one.
Is it? Did you
Kinda-
get it already?
I think so, but
This guy's a genius.
What is it? A riddle or something?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a picture. What do you call it?
Here, pass it down.
A pictograph?
The pictogram?
Hieroglyphics, maybe?
He gets them all the time. The guy's a genius.
No, I just drink a lot of Lone Star.
Yeah.
He knows the algorithm.
Slipped a Holiday Inn last night.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pass. I can't see that.
I'm not gonna even look. I already.
Good luck. Go.
These aren't even me. I just wanted Al to see it.
What is it? Yeah.
It's a pictograph. Put that
Oh.
noggin to work.
Looks like some Harry Potter shit, man.
Yeah.
No, so I wanted to do dad jokes. I know
Oh.
y'all aren't dads, but you are, and he is.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna work, but I'll just do a couple because I
Something the heart
because I
of
wrote it
the.
out.
That's gonna
So
be all right.
this is the flat earthy thing. The only thing flat earthers fear is fear itself.
Sphere.
Spear. That's good.
That's good.
That is a good one.
That is a dad joke.
Yeah. And then another one is I never believed in my chiropractor, but I stand corrected.
It's so dumb.
That should be like above the door, like when you like walk into a chiropractor's office.
Yeah.
Next.
I have a friend with a stutter that went to prison. I'm afraid he won't be able to finish the sentence.
I do like that one. That
This,
was
this one's
good.
good. This one's good.
good.
So how do you check these?
There's an
There's
The
an app.
internet.
The little number on
But
the
every time you
top.
get on there, it's gonna be like, this site is unsafe.
Oh yeah.
But it's safe. I've done on plenty of unsafe sites, man. That one's all right.
All right. So what did Spartacus think when the lion ate his wife? He was gladiator.
Oh, man.
Hey, I saw Gladiator 2's coming out.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about the premise on that.
The
Like,
son
he died.
of no, it's his son.
Yeah, but I didn't you have Russell Crowe in there? Like he came back from.
Well, Russell Crowe died at the end, so.
Yeah, but I could have swore I watched the trailer on that and like he came back from the dead or something.
Maybe it's
Am I-
the
Oh,
it's
and
the
Gladiator
ghost or
2?
something. Maybe he's a Force ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Force Ghost Gladiator, bro. That should be a TV
yeah.
show. Force Ghost Gladiator.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey
That'd
Matt,
be a
you'll
good
like
one.
this one. How do you get a country girl's attention? Attractor.
Oh man.
So a duck walks into a bar and buys everyone around. He says, "Put it on my bill."
You need to go home and tell your son all these.
They're good.
Yeah.
So my wife still thinks I'm sexy. Every time I walk by her, she says, "What an ass." That's a good one. All right, one more. That's it.
All right.
Hey, this one actually, I want you to read it. Yeah, pass it down. Just don't read the thing in parentheses. Just read the first line.
Every time I get to work, I hide.
That's because good people are hard to find. Oh, one more.
This is never gonna. I can hear all the dads running there right now. I've got one. Hold on.
the woodworks. Next week we start. This is good. This is good for the segment. Next week we start Diarrhea Awareness Month. Yeah. It runs till Friday.
That's fine.
That's all I got.
That's it?
I mean, that's enough. I mean, I have. Oh, this one's actually good.
Oh God, we're never gonna. Let's just go through all of them.
So male bees die after mating. That's basically their whole life. Honey, nut, Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Don't read the next one because you're gonna say it's a good one.
That's it. These are old.
Save some for next time.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I did this at like 4 o'clock in the morning before.
Oh, you did get up early today.
I did, man.
That's early. What's your regular get up time?
Like 5:30. Like this guy over here.
Yes, sir.
You gotta get up early to get shit done, man. Because
Yeah.
people start
Yes.
bugging you, and you have like 2 hours to like get caught up on stuff
Oh, yeah.
where no one's calling you and bugging you. And then about 7:30, I got a general contractor. Where are you at?
So I started driving into work down River Road because there's no cell phone signal.
Oh yeah.
So it takes me about 10 extra minutes to get to my office, which is in Green. But
You're in Gruen?
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Where is your office, by the way?
I am in the old Green River Tubes tube barn.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
right there on the river, across from Rock and R's main building there on
Okay.
Green Road.
Yeah.
So right at the Guadalupe River Bridge there. Big steel 2-story building. Our office is on the second floor because that building's in the floodplain.
Nice.
So we're elevated up out of the waterways, and we enjoy ourselves over there.
In case
many-
it ever rains
How many
here.
people you got in your office?
There are currently 3 of us, and then hopefully here in the next couple of months we'll have a 4th joining our team.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Did you say Gruen as in like that's actually how you say it?
No.
Okay, all right.
I used to work with this guy, Terry O'Banion, out of Houston. He was a construction guy, and that's what he would call it. It was Gruen.
Have y'all still say both of y'all say New Braunfels?
New
This guy
Braunfels.
does.
Yeah.
But ever since I heard the song, which I didn't even know existed, now I got the pin and everything.
Yep.
I've been saying it right. And this guy still says it wrong just to be
Just to do
Oh,
it.
so you did
Jerk.
it. You did it jokingly
Yeah.
earlier.
jokingly,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But now I say it right because I
Ow,
live here.
Say it right,
That's
man.
I probably never will.
Respect,
but
man.
I am a transplant. Yep.
Yeah. Home is where you make it.
Yeah.
Yes,
We made
SOB.
it here.
So
Home is-
when I came to interview here in the city of New Braunfels, my best friend is from Rockdale, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And I was asking him, I'm like, man, this weird town here. Like, how do you pronounce this? And he's like, oh, it's New Braunfels. I'm like, it's not spelled
Not
that
right.
way, though.
Yep.
I'm like, why do you say it like that? He goes, let me call someone. He calls his aunt. Hey, well, how do you pronounce the name of that town that Schlitterbahn's in? And she's like, oh, New Braunfels? I'm like, man, that's 2 people. I know I'm from Chicago, but I can read.
Yep.
And so
no
I'm
way.
like, I don't get it. And he also gave me other bad advice, like when you go to your interview, go eat Whataburger first. You're gonna walk in, you're gonna smell like those onions. They're gonna know you're a local guy. It's like,
What's her name again? McKenna? Is that her name? Hey, McKenna, come here. Will you mind taking a picture of us real quick? So I can post it later.
She's gonna charge you.
Are you going to charge? Hey, can you do it with
professional.
your phone and then do it with mine? Because sometimes my camera ain't so great because I'm a Samsung. I'm a loser.
Hey, no. Samsung's
Yeah.
good.
No.
Samsung's good.
You got Samsung?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Samsung's great.
Just do it when
See
we're
that
talking.
skit?
Like,
What's that family?
which one?
The one they did that skit about the guy moved into town and he
Oh,
had
yeah.
they're all like, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. Here's the key to my house. You can use all the stuff in my house. And then he texts them. He's like, what's this green bullshit?
I'm friends with Matt now, so I'll send what he's talking about. And you're
He's
not on
like-
Facebook. And are you on Facebook?
No,
Say,
sir.
The only
Yeah.
two smart ones out of the bunch.
Yeah, that's smart.
My only social
smart.
media is LinkedIn,
Well, Bruce is just banned.
business based.
Yeah. So that's kind of what
because of the high
LinkedIn is.
direct energy lasers.
Yeah, man.
LinkedIn is kind of like
with
the
it.
adult Facebook, and I love it because a lot of my content, video-wise, my good stuff, it's on LinkedIn. What I think is good.
I do have a LinkedIn.
You have a LinkedIn?
Yeah, I'm not that unprofessional.
Well, then we're gonna connect. Why didn't I think to even look there?
I haven't logged into it in 3 or 4 years, so I'll have to check it.
I'm
Nothing's
giving you a
changed.
reason to
All
now.
right, I'll check into
I
it.
have the worst playcast because I'm
Worst.
trying to brand myself. I want to have my professional, and then I want to have the playground. So that's playcast.
Ah,
But we're in the beta phase. You get it?
right.
Thank you, McKenna. You're awesome.
Yeah, you can't post some of the, like he was posting some of the original stuff. There's a lot of swear words. And,
Yeah, I can't put any of that
yeah,
on LinkedIn.
drinking.
Yeah,
No,
fuck all that shit with swear words.
Yep. Yep. So
So
his boss was like, "Hey, could you kind of tone it down a little bit if you're gonna keep
Well-
doing this?"
Well, this isn't a playcast. We can say
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. We can say
Fuck,
anything.
fuck.
First Amendment zone.
Yeah.
Is there a limit?
Yeah, I don't want to push it.
How does earmuffs work with these things on? Are you supposed to say earmuffs first?
Yeah. Earmuffs, sorry.
you're buffs.
No,
Man,
we
I'm
did
so
it. What
glad
were we
you-
talking
we're
about one
doing
night?
this.
Remember, we're like, there's a code word
For
for stop swearing.
Oh, what is it?
Balls.
balls.
Yeah. So
So
somebody
much
just
better.
says that, then everybody's
Balls.
supposed to. Yep.
That was some of the funnest times when we first started doing that, especially with Rob.
Oh, yeah.
In the garage, balls.
Yeah.
We would just at the time, and it,
Balls.
it's still funny.
It's fun.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be a child, right?
Yes.
Every now and
No,
then,
yeah, no, for sure.
Otherwise, what else is the point, man?
right?
Just get up and go to work all the time.
I did.
That's boring.
I do want to do the foil hats. If we're gonna
Yeah.
do another conspiracy, we have to be silly.
Well, with these laser beams floating up above us.
They're
blue
gonna have
paint
to
on
be
the foil.
blue.
Yeah.
they're gonna have to be
Blue.
blue.
They gotta be blue.
You can bring some paint next time, some blue paint.
I'm sure they got that at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Oprah Blue paint.
Oprah
Oprah
Blue.
blue paint. That's a new one. I didn't know that.
By Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah.
She's making a killing off of it right
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
It's the land grab. It's the great land grab.
now. Yeah.
Not that half of Hawaii was already sold anyways. I mean, the fires do suck, but like Zuckerberg owns a huge part of Kauai. All of Lanai is owned by the dude who did Casper Sky or how do you say it? Casper, the antivirus software guy.
Oh yeah.
Kapierski, something like that.
Oh, okay.
He owns most of the little island Lanai. That's kind of private. He's got like a couple hotels on there.
John McAfee.
McAfee.
Hey, rest
Maybe
in
that's
peace.
the guy.
John McAfee's crazy though.
Yeah, yes. So the guy who owns it is that crazy guy.
No way.
Yeah, he owns the majority of the island.
They killed McAfee in prison.
Yeah.
Did they kill him?
They Epsteined him, yeah.
Did they really?
Epstein did it.
Wait.
did it
Epstein
in?
killed McAfee?
No, they Epsteined him, dude.
They Epsteined
He
him.
even said before he got
Suicided
arrested,
himself.
He was like,
Yeah.
if I get arrested, I did not kill myself. And then
Yeah.
he gets arrested and he kills himself. So
Well, he had all that land somebody wanted.
he was hiding on a yacht for.
Yeah, but that's
years.
exactly what I would say before I killed
Oh,
myself
100%.
in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
want to know why my camera died. I had it connected to power. I don't know why.
I think it's the heat. Sometimes
Maybe it was the
will shut
heat.
that
I changed
down.
out the battery. Now
Yeah.
we're good. Whatever.
You need an umbrella for that thing.
Maybe I will get an umbrella.
Don't they make camera umbrellas? I feel like.
I mean, we got umbrellas right here. I just stick it right up.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been it. To put it on an angle, maybe.
Those are all in use.
What was the guy's name again?
Yeah.
Gaffey?
McAfee.
John McAfee, yeah.
McAfee.
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 But he was doing like serious drugs, like crack, not crack, but the other one,
Meth?
meth. Yeah, he was a meth head.
He was something, man. Like, his
Yeah.
whole documentary out was pretty
Yeah, I watched that.
good. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was on Netflix. Was it on Netflix?
believe, yeah.
I watched that. So, what other conspiracy? You got any conspiracy theories?
I'm not a conspiracy theory guy.
No?
No, I
What
try
do you-
to stay out of that.
What are you into?
I'm into reality.
Have you heard the conspiracy about reality? No, that's not a joke, man.
Let's hear the conspiracy about reality.
That's some Elon Musk shit. But it's the simulation station. Yeah. So at work we have this thing where everything that ends in shun will say station afterwards, and it was all like fun and games for a little while until I saw at the Austin airport, I think, the lactation station.
The lactation
And it
station.
was for breastfeeding. It was like a room you could go in, and it's set off ever since then. I just really can't. So if I say shun station a lot, that's why. It's just a bad habit. That's gonna happen though. Anyway, so it's like the Matrix kind of. It's like we're in a simulated reality. We signed up for it already. We're in here. We're just chilling. And then one day when we die and we leave this world, we go back to the other one that we were in a little pod. And hey, who knows? Who knows, man?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's too deep.
We
Bro.
live in the pods and eat our bug paste. Lizard people control us, dude.
I love the Matrix. You like the Matrix?
The movies?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
of
okay.
course. I mean,
the
the
new
first
one was
one-
dumb. They shouldn't
Oh,
have
I
done
didn't see the
it.
new one.
Yeah.
I do like Keanu Reeves as a person. I think he's a very interesting fellow.
I agree.
He's very off the grid and doesn't buy into the Hollywood whatever thing.
He seems awfully lonely though because he's not doing that.
Yeah,
like every
maybe.
time I see a picture of him, he's like sitting on a park bench by himself feeding birds.
Maybe he's at peace. I don't know.
Hey, it seems like he's enjoying that.
That,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I would enjoy it too, but it's so different that you're like,
He is definitely
Is he
a guy
alright?
that I would love to talk to and just to see what he's about.
Yeah, you're right. It says he tweeted, "If I suicide myself, I didn't. I was whacked."
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
yeah, they got him. Bro.
So when did he die? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's-
2019.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, okay.
actually fairly recent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! By the way, I've been meaning to do this. I'm on the Make-A-Wish Council.
Nice.
I have a bunch of these. I want you to have this. Are you familiar with what these are?
I do not know what those are, but I do
So
know
Fiesta,
about
Texas, they do these medals, and well, Make-A-Wish has a whole bunch. And every time I interview somebody, I like to give them one.
Sure.
And I meant to do it with our last guest, Scott Anderson. I'm going to give you one.
Oh, right on.
So on the back, you have a QR code. If you wanted to donate,
donate?
yeah. You can do that. But that's my mission, right? Is just to bring awareness because not a lot of people know that there's different chapters and different. There's not just Make-A-Wish. There's different regions, and so I'm on the San Antonio regional chapter, and just having you on the show allows me to. I mean, you get the analytics working in your favor just to let people know that, hey, that's what we do.
There's a bigger mission out there.
There
That's
is.
for sure.
When COVID hit, they started something called the Builders of Hope because they didn't have the ability to travel. A lot of these kiddos wanted to go to like Disney World or, go to a all expense paid vacation somewhere. Well, that got... And so I got involved, and then they asked me to help with some doing like a backyard playground. And then you fast forward to 2023, and now that's kind of things have opened back up.
For now, at least.
For now, and there's another conspiracy. Who knows? But my hope is that we don't have to go back to doing like. I want kids to hang out with other kids. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way.
Hey,
That's all I want to say
socialization's
about
great.
it. Yeah.
Outside of Keanu Reeves,
Outside of Keanu Reeves.
he just wants to be by himself. But
leave Keanu alone.
I love that conspiracy.
But that's really cool, man. I got to know you a little better
No, I
in a
appreciate that.
unique format,
there you go.
and now I hope to get to know you even more better over
Yes, sir.
as time progresses.
Yeah.
So where is your daughter at right now? Doing the sun? Is it the church thing? The church group thing?
Yeah, so I actually just dropped her off on my way here just to meet with a couple of her youth group leaders. So she's just hanging out. That starts up then again next week. So
Okay.
all four of my kids usually on Wednesday nights are scattered about New Braunfels at different people's houses for their youth group.
Tell Al and Bruce probably knows and Matt maybe knows where is it that you go to take the kids to play games at in downtown. What was the name?
Oh,
of
so I used to. So when my youngest daughter wasn't old enough to go to youth group, I dropped my 3 oldest kids off at the McKenna Center. So that our church, Springs Community Church, we operate out of the McKenna building there.
Yep.
And so I dropped the 3 of them off. And my youngest daughter, it's an opportunity, one, for my wife to have some mommy time by herself.
Yeah,
right?
she needs it.
homeschools them.
Yep.
So Wednesday nights was mom's time. And then it also was little daddy time with his youngest daughter. So I would take her out to the downtown social, get a couple appetizers. We'd end up, playing pool or, shooting hoops or driving a video game car. And then it was time to pick up the other 3 and head back up to the lake.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
downtown social. Gotta check it
Yeah.
out. I don't think have we been
I haven't been there in a while. I do want to go bowling though soon. so-
downtown
Yeah, they have
social.
the bowling
Yeah.
alley. They got shuffleboard and some video games and decent food. And
Well, there you have it. Hey, look, there's some people. Hi, people. Come join us.
Scaring them off, man.
Like, what the
you
hell?
won't be invited back. I
Yeah,
know you
right.
said this was pretty laid back, but you start doing that. I don't know. Your welcome will be we run short.
No, you're good.
So, anyways, I don't know where else to go with this, other than it's been fun. I'm
Where'd you
hoping
get,
I can get the things matched up to where we can. I lost some video, but I think everything when we're talking about you, we got it back up again. They're working through the kinks. This is
Yeah.
the 4th live show we've done, or 3rd?
this is my 3rd.
I think it's the
Yeah.
3rd. Well, 4th if you consider the Alex Mike one.
Alex, I wasn't able to get a good recording, but it's just practice.
Because you try to do Facebook Live.
I know, like an idiot.
Yep. That did not work well.
Whatever.
Yeah, everyone told you, dude, not to do that.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, everyone told you not to do it. You still
Yep.
did it.
I know. I was like, nope, gonna do it.
Just bleep out all my cuss words, man.
Yeah.
Did you tell me not to curse during the other stuff? I'm not going to. Wait, what?
No, it'll be fine. I'll bleep it out.
I love that I can hear the horns again.
Yeah, the
New
trains,
Braunfels.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
legit.
My ears.
There was a
Yeah.
while where they weren't blasting their horns for a short period of time.
Yeah, well, so little background on that. City did
Yeah,
not
that's a lot.
pass their inspections.
Huh.
So when the Railroad Commission came out and inspected, right, so they have to keep up the crossings a certain way, and there were a few of them that were deficient, so they lost their ability to have
No
trains
way.
come through town.
I was wondering that.
So the city has to pay for the arms and stuff? That's not from the railroad?
So there's a combination of both, but to be designated to have a no horn crossing,
Yeah.
the city has to manage the entrance up to the arm.
Got it.
Dividers, striping, different things to delineate and to discourage people going around the arm.
That's insane that the city has to put that up.
Well,
That
it's the
just shows you
city's,
the
it's
power.
the city's request.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Because of this, we can hear it. So it's the city's request for the residents who complain, and then
They got to put it up.
yes,
Up
So-
until the railroad property, which is
Yeah.
right there, right there.
Well, they're the oldest. Railroad's been around for so long. It's
Yeah.
hard. I've heard it's hard to do anything with the railroad because they've been around for so long.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Oh yeah.
whatever, man. We own all this. So
Yeah, they got 4 spaces on the Monopoly board.
Yeah.
man. I mean, that's a big deal.
Those are good spots to have.
Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way, on
they're
the
great.
Monopoly
They really
board.
are.
Like
I try and get those-
$25.
Yeah.
yeah, that
As
is.
soon as
It's right
possible.
there. Look at that. You can see the train right there.
I used to live on the tracks over here.
Really?
My
Did
you
front
really?
door was maybe 20 yards from the tracks, or probably less.
On the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the wrong side over there. My house would shake. It was wild. Yeah, and they would blow
It
the horn all
shaked?
night because there was a no horn zone when I lived there. But like if there was like a deer or something, they would blow it anyway.
Yeah.
So 3 in the morning, your house is shaking and the horn's going off.
I feel like they celebrate New Braunfels coming in, just hitting the horn as soon as they get in our county line.
They're excited.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your boots? And what are they?
So these are some Power Horse made in Mexico. They
Nice.
are Gator.
Nice.
Uh,
True Gator?
I don't think so.
No?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. They actually were a gift.
Oh, nice.
Were they really?
Yeah. From my dear friend Matt Schumann
Really?
for my birthday last year.
Well, shout out to Republic Boot Company, which I want you and Matt
Okay.
to go buy a pair. He's out of Houston.
Okay.
I'll hook you up.
All right.
Custom boots.
Ah.
Custom. I'm not wearing them, obviously, but one day I'll show you.
That'd be weird if you were wearing them with shorts right now.
Cape Buffalo, they're made out of.
Oh,
but they
yeah.
have
Really?
other things as well.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll talk about that another day.
Oh yeah, should
I
do-
can't believe Matt came on board. What you think, man? It's pretty cool with the headphones and
Talking about
I
laser
need to get
beams.
a cordless microphone.
you want a cordless? Why?
Yeah, my hands getting sweaty.
It's okay. It's okay.
But those hanging ones, we'll clip them on the chair, and they just sit here in front of us the whole time.
I want like a rapper one in my face so I can just yell into it.
It's gonna have a screen in front of it so you don't spit on the microphone.
Exactly.
Well, I do have extra mics. That's a whole other story. But I have thought about doing some mic stands. But you know what? We're again beta
Takes
phase.
a lot though. That's
Yeah.
a lot of equipment.
It is. I want someone else to pay for it.
Yep. You gotta get sponsors. You gotta start going around New Braunfels.
New Braunfels.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get any sponsors when you say it that
Nope.
way. I'm just letting you know. You're like working against yourself.
Yeah.
here.
You got to work on it.
New Braunfels.
You need to,
Hey.
you need to assimilate. That's
Yep.
good.
That wasn't so hard. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
I'm just kidding.
It's not the New Braunfels minute, but
He played that last time he was here, Alex. He played there's only one S
yeah, he did. There's only one S.
at the end.
If you call City Hall and you get put on hold, that is the song you hear.
Is it really?
It is.
I did not know
Really?
that.
Oh, it is.
It's
Yeah.
Can we do it right now?
They're learning.
What is
people out
City
there.
Hall's number?
I
Let's
don't know.
do it.
Hold on.
I think it'll play it. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Do you know it by heart?
You have to be put on hold. So calling it and you'd hit a message. I don't know.
Let's try it because I am connected. We're gonna try it,
I
folks.
don't know if it's gonna work.
All right, what is it? Do I need to look it up?
I'm gonna go with a 830-221-4050.
Dude, if you're right.
For general information about the city, please visit www.newbraunfels.gov.
The number you dialed is
About building permits, health, or code
Right.
enforcement, press 1. For questions about the city's parks, press 2.
City Hall.
For information on the river,
Wait while I transfer your call.
Just tell them to put you on hold.
I mean, there's no way. It's
You put me
8
on hold,
o'clock.
please.
There's nobody there.
There's no one there.
They'll just go to their
Putting you on
voicemail.
hold.
What do you need? I just need to be put.
They're gonna call me tomorrow and be like, "Hey, did you need something?"
Ask them about the horns.
Yeah.
Hey, I
I'm sure
noticed
I'm
that-
sure they don't hear that at all.
So when you were with the city, what was your job title again?
I was the floodplain manager and building commissioner.
oh wow.
Oh,
Or, sorry, building official. Building commissioner was a term used up north as opposed to building official. So here it was a building official.
what kind of interesting stories you got? By the way, you're pretty close. It was 221-4000.
thank you for calling the city of New Braunfels. For general information about the city, please visit
Yeah.
Who's that guy? And does he live in New Braunfels?
www.newbraunfels.gov.
No.
For
He
questions
doesn't
about
sound
building
They
permits,
like, yeah.
health, or code enforcement, press 1. For questions about the city's parks,
Now, for the flood
press
plan,
2.
Do you have to redo it
Wait
all the
while I
time with
transfer your
FEMA, or
call.
how does that work?
Uh-oh. What's happening here?
Hold on, we're gonna try it. Sorry.
Or you can just go on Apple Music and play it.
I want it to work here.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it! It would be so cool if Alex just popped up right now. Come on, or at least the song.
It'll go to voicemail before it'll go to that. It's only hold.
Yeah.
It'd
Someone
be
will
funny
have to-
if it always routes to his like personal phone and he has to play that song every time. They got him on retainer, just sitting over there in his house.
That's why he had to move here.
Yeah.
He's an interesting fellow. Have you ever talked to him,
No.
like in person?
No.
I mean, you have. Haven't
Oh,
you?
many times. I've known him for years.
I mean, he's a very interesting fellow.
He makes. You guys make his. Do you make it here? The beer?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they make his.
Sorry.
Tanya.
Oh well, it's all right.
She wasn't available.
It's okay. Sorry, I had to try it, but at least
Yeah.
That's fair.
But
got-
tomorrow, you got to do it during business hours. Just say, hey, can you put me on hold? And you could test my there's my conspiracy theory that I brought. Right? Is it real or not? I don't know.
all right, I'm gonna do it,
There you go.
and I'll get it recorded on this thingy. Actually, that is your assignment with the Roadcaster because I was trying to get.
Oh, got it.
Every time I call, we have another soundboard that I was trying to get my phone to link so I could do call-ins, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I just said I gave up. I gave it to him, and I know how to use this one.
And I've got all the time in the world apparently to
Yeah,
do all that stuff.
You kind of do for at least another year.
No, not really. Eventually, I'm going back to work.
Yeah, I hope so. And you will.
You are.
You will.
Right now, he's busy cleaning that pool.
I wish. The pool does need to be cleaned though.
Now he
Yeah.
goes to San Antonio every day,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
at least for happy.
Actually, I'm going to be starting in October. I start my internship with Blue Skies as a maintenance tech.
Nice, man.
Gonna be like
Yeah, the Army approved it. So,
Wow.
yeah.
He's gonna learn.
Go out
things.
there and do actual work. That's gonna suck.
Yes.
Yep.
in the heat.
Yep. Well, it won't be so bad in October.
I know. I think you're playing that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and then I'll fade out into non-existence.
Nah.
Retirement, yeah. Do that for 6 months.
Tell the
and then
good
retire.
folks what you want to do when you retire. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I'm gonna go fly airplanes for, I don't know, American or Southwest or somebody. So
Yes.
we'll see. Yeah, one of the big ones, Delta maybe.
Yeah.
They're all hiring.
Oh.
I just saw a thing today. They posted on a Facebook group. They're I think it's UPS is doing not forced retirements, but they're giving out a
Like early retirement package?
yes early retirement paperwork if you want to retire early.
Really?
Severance packages. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of.
yeah.
Yeah, severance packages. Yeah, I don't know why. From 55 to 65, they're like, if you're eligible if you fly these airplanes. This is your seniority level,
Yeah.
and we'll let you just go retire.
Probably to get newer pilots in there that are a little cheaper.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, because FedEx, and I suppose UPS as well. Those are the pilot gigs
Yep.
that you dream of.
Yep.
Those guys, and you fly nights, you fly boxes. So you make a terrible landing. There's not people going up like, "Ooh, how many
Yep.
how many landings was that counted up for?" You know, like.
And it's usually
just-
calmer at night.
Oh yeah, less traffic.
Yeah.
It's an all around great job.
And you don't deal with people. That's the best part.
Mhm.
No random people screaming. What was that one lady?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not a real person.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there.
That
person's not real.
Yep.
Uh,
Although that would be really funny if you were there for it. You
Uh-huh.
know?
Oh gosh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. Alcohol and altitude does not mix, by the way. Yeah.
Unless you want to have a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what altitude are we at right now? Because
Yeah. We're not very high here.
You're a good
in-
16, 18 inches, it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
good.
We're, I think 680 feet MSL here. And
Yep.
not very high.
Nope.
Not like Arizona. Or where you guys go? New Mexico?
New Mexico,
Yeah. Much higher.
much higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Harvin. What's the other guy's name?
All right.
That's Chris.
Chris.
You ready to start wrapping this up?
Chris is a chef.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yep. All
right.
It's almost my bedtime.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, thanks again, guys. This has been fun, right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks again for coming out. I'll try to edit it all down and make it pretty.
All right, man.
Let's get out of Dodge.